Welcome back to Winter Day 11 and 12 of the Stardew Valley Min-Max and 100% Perfection Guide. Today, on Day 11, we will be finishing Willy's Juicy Bugs Special Orders quest while taking care of some other tasks, including cracking open some golden coconuts for the first time. Then, on Day 12, we will have finished growing the juicy melon on the island farm for the Bombo Big Gourmand Frog and be able to obtain quite a few more golden walnuts to put our total over 100, unlocking the golden walnut room. For now, let's get started with Winter Day 11, where we have skipped over some farm chores and organization, and let's take a look at what we are bringing with us today. The first thing you'll notice is we grabbed all of our coconuts to bring to the island trader to trade for some golden coconuts. We also grabbed some artifact troves and geodes to open there as well, and to use as filler with the predictor to get the desired items from the golden coconuts. We also grabbed some gift items for NPCs, and of course all of the tools we will need for today. After that, we head over to our trees here on the farm. We're going to chop down all of those because we'll need much more wood for kegs, tappers, and all sorts of crafted items, so it's always good to get more wood. And there is actually a nice trick for helping with gathering items like wood here, or just any items that are on the ground, like when you blow up rocks in the mines, for example. If you pause in your inventory in single player, the items will still attract to you and you can pick them up, so it does save a small amount of time. So after that, we will need to replant our trees, of course, so I'm going to come over here. We are going to fast forward a bit to crafting some tree fertilizer. I don't have a whole lot of fiber, but I'll craft about 40 just in case I need to leave some fiber for any other reason. And we will skip over once more and start planting these seeds. Same thing as usual, the mahogany seeds and the oak tree seeds, and then I'll put tree fertilizer over them. After we finish doing this, we'll have to decide where to go next, and I could head straight to the island and trade my coconuts for some golden coconuts and then head to Clint's. It probably would save time, but my inventory is quite full right now. I do have one golden coconut to burst open and some other things to get out of the way, and while we're already at the mainland, I think we'll just head to Clint's first. But before we do that even, we're going to warp to the desert since it is a Thursday, which means we can pick up a magic rock candy. And of course we'll forage the desert as well. When it is winter, there are more artifact spots in the desert just like there is on the mainland, so we can take advantage of those. As you can see, there are quite a few artifact spots to dig up, but we did pick up that magic rock candy, and we'll take the bus just to save on using a warp totem, and because we will be going straight to this minecart fast travel right here and going straight over to Clint's. We did bring some iridium bars and some frozen tears to sell to him to be able to afford more geode openings, and we'll start with the golden coconut, which would be a banana sapling if we had already opened a golden coconut, but the first one we open will always be a golden walnut. So after that, you can take a look at the geode predictor here and see what we'll be getting. I will have to juggle my inventory around a whole bunch because it is rather full, but I really don't care about the items we're getting. As you can see, I'm just selling all of the minerals to Clint, and the things we can't sell, I'm just trashing them, because I really just want to line up the golden coconuts for, of course, there's the golden pumpkins, which are nice money from the artifact troves, but mainly to line up the golden coconuts for what we want, which we'll be getting. And as you can see from the geode predictor here, the first thing we want is the fossilized skull. There was one a few iterations before that, but it was lined up with a golden pumpkin, so I'd rather find one that didn't have anything good from Omni Geodes or artifact troves or anything. But anyway, we do open that one last artifact trove, which was a golden pumpkin, and the iteration after it, if we open a golden coconut, it will be a fossilized skull. So the predictor is lined up nicely and we can be on our way. We will head to the boat to get to the island since island warp totems are pretty expensive, needing dragon's teeth, so we will try to avoid using those as much as possible and hopefully get that island warp obelisk. We'll have to wait until we get bananas in year 2, but hopefully we can get that right away after we get 10 bananas. We sell the forage from the beach to Willy to clear our inventory a bit, then we'll go ahead and buy a ticket and head on over to the island. We'll first give out our gifts to all the NPCs. Let's take a quick look at their friendship levels. There's only a few that we have max friendship with, and it looks like most people at the island here we don't have max friendship with, so we will be giving Haley a sunflower since I don't want to give her a coconut. Those coconuts are for golden coconuts. Then we'll give Lewis a pepper, Penny a melon, and Demetrius does not get a gift because we already have 10 friendship points with him. Then we'll give Leo a duck feather. We need to get our friendship going with him. We've been lacking on that a bit, but that's okay. We dig up a artifact spot and find 3 golden coconuts from that single artifact spot, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen 3 golden coconuts from one single spot, so that's pretty good. We will still head over to the island trader here and do what we originally planned to do by trading in all of our coconuts for 3 golden coconuts, and it looks like I miscounted. We could have given Haley 1 iridium coconut and actually had enough 30 regular coconuts for the 3 golden coconuts, but oh well, it's already done. It's not worth restarting for, of course. And we will head into the jungle real quick to see if there are any fibers to collect, and it looks like there was just 1 fiber plant to cut with our sword, so we did that real quick, and we're going to actually warp back to the farm because we have the golden coconuts now. We want to burst those open from the geode predictor like we planned on doing, although we only planned for 3, so I will only take 3 with me. I want to get the fossilized skull and then a banana sapling and a mango sapling. After cycling a bunch of things on the farm, including the furnaces here, we are going to head over to Clint's right away, and we'll be opening that golden coconut first, of course, as you can see, and as we saw earlier, it is the fossilized skull. And this is one of the fossils for the Field Island office tent on the Ginger Island, and it is the only fossil we can get from opening golden coconuts, and we'll only need 1 of them, so we're done with that. As you can see here, we now get the mango sapling from a golden coconut, and we're on to the last golden coconut, which is the banana sapling. And we'll go ahead and open a Omni Geode for the prismatic shard, just for fun, and get a star shard from the magma geode, which is the last one on our list to open. So we will sell some of these things. We already have 5000 G plus 1000 G, which is what we need. So we are kind of over the amount of money we will be needing. We are going to be needing 5000 for a fish pond from Robbins, and that's where we are heading now. And then 1000 G, of course, to get back to the island from Willy's boat. So we will go ahead and start off by purchasing that fish pond, and we'll see shortly what we do with the rest of the money. We'll likely just go into Robin's shop and buy some resources or some items that she has to offer, but we'll place this fish pond in line with our other fish ponds. We'll decide what we want to fill it with a bit later. The first one, of course, is the sturgeon. The second one is the stingray. So we might use a super cucumber or a lava eel. Those are usually good for some good stuff, but I don't know, we'll see. So I will buy a wood chipper, although I do need just a little bit more G. Luckily we have a piece of clay to sell and obtain that extra G we need, and we can buy a wood chipper, which might be useful, turn hardwood into regular wood if we have an excess of hardwood. We have stumbled now into Sebastian's room to give him a gift, but it looks like we are actually met with a cutscene. And this cutscene is Sebastian's 2-heart cutscene, and we're already met with a dialogue option, but that one doesn't have any impact on friendship, so we can choose whatever. And then Robin comes in, and we find out that Sebastian feels like people don't take his work seriously, so we will be met with another dialogue option, and again, we can choose whichever. This won't impact our friendship with him in any way, so we go ahead and do that. And then once he gets back to going to work, we'll be barging into his room once again to give him a gift. And I think it is important that we do start giving Sebastian gifts more frequently, because we are at pretty low friendship points with him. For a moment, I thought we had forgotten his birthday yesterday, but looking back, we actually did give him a birthday gift, and it turns out he did visit the beach yesterday. I think I forgot to mention that yesterday, but it was his birthday yesterday. We got up to over 4 friendship cards with him, but we still have quite a long way to go to 10, so we will have to be frequently gifting him some gifts. But anyway, we are going to be making our way back to Ginger Island now to plant the banana and mango trees that we have gotten. And I think the fastest way will be taking the horse, since the horse is just so fast with our speed boost. And we will be heading back. Once again, we are traveling quite a bit around the map today, but it's okay. We do travel quite fast, so it doesn't waste too much time. And then we will be heading to the island farm. The best thing to do here would be to just place down both the mango and banana saplings alongside the banana tree we already have to the left, but unfortunately I didn't like how the banana tree wouldn't be lined up with the mango tree, because I do want them in this horizontal axis right there in order to have one more horizontal row of starfruit plants, which we can do once we get the better sprinkler nozzles. We'll maybe change the layout of that, but the main thing is I wanted it lined up nicely, so unfortunately I choose something that may not be the best idea to do, but I destroy that banana sapling, which effectively wasted 5 dragon's teeth, which is quite unfortunate, but I did want things to line up nicely, so it's alright. We can always burst open more golden coconuts for more banana saplings and mango saplings if we want, and I do think that will be the cheaper option than trading dragon's teeth for them, of course. But anyway, the important thing is we did get a mango tree and a banana tree planted, so in 30 days, or spring 11th or 12th, whichever day it'll be, we will have 2 fully grown trees there, and we can start getting mangoes and bananas. And then 10 days after that, so it'll probably be like spring 21st or 22nd, where we'll be able to get 10 bananas saved up for the island warp obelisk. There's also a altar in the jungle where we'll need to put some bananas there to get some golden coconuts. So we should have all of the use out of our bananas by the end of the first month of spring in year 2, so that should be alright. Anyways, we are now going to head over to the mines to slay some bugs to complete the Juicy Bugs Wanted quest, and after we did leave the island, we did head straight on over to the mutant bug lair, sweeped that, and got as much bug meat as we could from there, but we didn't get enough, so we are going to have to come to the mines here. We do get a secret note. I think that's just for a vanity thing or a statue or something not so important, but we will be gathering a bunch of bug meat from the first few floors of the mines here where the little larva bugs do spawn. They do drop bug meat and drop a good amount of it, and they die in one hit, of course. And we did get another secret note. It was the someone is waiting for you at Skull Cavern floor 100, which is the mysterious key floor where he gives us the iridium milk, so that's a health boost that might come in handy later. So next time we're at Skull Cavern, get to floor 100, we'll definitely be getting that, of course. And anyway, the strategy I am using to collect this bug meat is just going down the floor, seeing if there's bugs. If there's not bugs, I'll just go back up, especially if it's a floor like that, like the quarry floor. But as you can see, I'm just using the elevator tactic, and if there is a bug, I will go after the bug and smash the bug, and of course if there is a staircase that leads downwards, I'll continue down that path and slay the bugs. And we'll slay these last few bugs right here, and you could hear the ding, and that means we did complete the special orders quest now. So we do have an hour left in the day, so I will head down to some of the lower level mines and try to slay some void spirits, because we will need to slay a bunch of them eventually in order to complete the monster slaying goal for those. And after skipping over that, we do reach the end of the day here with 10 minutes left. I will organize my inventory, bring back to the farm when we pass out what we do want from that, and then see if I can get one last void spirit in using the elevator tactic here. And there is one right there, but unfortunately I pass out and we move on to the next day, which is winter day 12. We will start off by checking the luck, and it is a super luck day, so maybe we'll take a trip to the volcano while we're at the island. And what we will be mainly doing at the island is getting some more golden walnuts. And we did have that wood chipper that we bought yesterday, so we will go ahead and place that down and start getting a hardwood into that. And it does add another thing to the list of things we have to cycle, which I will be usually skipping over. And then we're going to head into the greenhouse now. We did have a few more ancient seeds built up, so we will replant some of the starfruit with the ancient seeds, so those get growing and we get more of those. Then we'll skip over organizing our inventory a bunch and craft some crystallariums now, which we do have a bit of more gold to fuel that crafting with, and then we'll head into our shed and get them placed. Jades do take 1 day and 16 hours, which is a little bit of an awkward time, but we can round it up to pretty much checking them every other morning if we want. And after getting those placed down there, we will get our stuff put away once again, and then we'll actually be doing a little bit of more crafting here. We're going to craft 5 flute blocks, and we'll see what those will be used for a little bit later down the line. And we'll also craft an island warp totem. We did have 1 dragon tooth left, so I did want to use it so that we can just get straight on over to Ginger Island rather than having to wait until 8 a.m. to take Willy's boat, so we will go ahead and warp straight on over to the island. We will head over to the farm, and it is now the time we have all been waiting for, the time to enter the farm cave and visit the one and only Bombo Big Frog. So he wants us to grow the juicy thing, which we did in fact grow. It is a melon. As you can see, it's grown right there, Bombo Big and juicy. The Gourmand Frog approves of it, and he will be rewarding us with 5 golden walnuts, which is a pretty hefty amount for simply growing a melon on the farm. So now we can talk to him again, and his second quest involves a tickling yellow thing. And we'll go ahead and head out to the farm to see if we have grown it, and it is indeed the wheat. So we had that grown. We were waiting for the melon to grow as well, since that takes a little bit longer, but he approves of our tickling wheat, and he will reward us another 5 golden walnuts. So that's 10 golden walnuts right there just from growing 2 crops. And he does have a third quest to grow a garlic, but we don't have access to that until year 2 of spring, or when we get Pierre's missing stock list, which I do think would allow us to buy garlic seeds from him. But anyway, since we finished those Gourmand Frog quests now, we can harvest those melons. We unfortunately can't harvest the wheat because we don't have a scythe, so we'll just leave it there for now and plant some pineapple seeds around it. And we only have the 6 ones growing, so we might as well plant the other seeds we have to get some more pineapple plants growing. The pineapples do heal for a bunch, so I do like to use them as healing items. And then after organizing our stuff, we will be heading out over to the Pirate's Cove. And since it is raining, the mermaid will be waiting for us there. As you'll see shortly, right there, the mermaid is sitting on her rock, and we'll solve the mermaid puzzle here. There is a flute block symbol, which indicates you have to place flute blocks along those rocks, and then tune them all to a certain pitch, going left from right. The first one you click on twice, the second one you click on 11 times, the third one you click on 9 times, the fourth one you click on 5 times, and the 5th and last one you click on 7 times in order to get the correct pitches you need. And as you can see, I did it backwards there to do it faster. And we actually did it pretty fast. There is a panning spot right here, so we'll go ahead and grab that. But anyways, back to the mermaid puzzle. We get 5 golden walnuts from that. So we have a total gain of 15 golden walnuts today from the 2 Gourmand Frog quests, then plus the mermaid puzzle. So we are actually over 100 golden walnuts total. We can't really see that at the moment since it only shows how many we currently have. And I won't be going over to the door today because I do want to utilize the super good luck day at the volcano. And then the next day, tomorrow, we will be visiting the key golden walnut room for the first time. But anyway, after the mermaid puzzle, we headed over to the dig site and collected what we could from there. And now we will be heading over to the volcano to do a volcano run, which will take up most of the day today. I am going to be skipping over a good portion of it because we have seen a lot of volcano footage already. We kind of know the strategy that I've been using and whatnot, but I will try to include if anything exciting happens. But anyway, on the first floor here, there are 2 lava lurkers, which we will try to slay to get a dragon's tooth from one of them, so that is pretty good. Then we'll skip over to around the halfway point of the volcano run here, where we do blow up a bunch of rocks there, some cinder shards, but most importantly, a tiger slime, which drops something very rare. The tiger slime hat, which we'll see in a moment once I circle back around and pick up all of the items there. But the tiger slime hat has a 0.1% chance, or a 1 out of 1,000 chance, of dropping from every tiger slime, so it is something pretty rare to come across and is actually hidden right now behind that ginger root. The first time I was rewatching this, I was really confused on where it came from, but you'll see that in 1 second. When I try to pick up that ginger root, I do pick up the hat as well. So I do have to throw some things away, of course, but it looks like we pick up that hat first, and I'll go ahead and equip it for fun. Why not? Let's go ahead and equip the tiger hat. And I do have to decide on what to get rid of, so we'll get rid of the clay, and then fast forward to pretty much the end of the volcano run here. We've made it to floor 8, which is a very small and quick floor filled with a bunch of mushrooms, and it is the mimic mushroom floor, where some of these mushrooms are mimics and actually an enemy in disguise. So we'll go ahead and slay them. They still drop magma caps, which are nice healing items. Then we'll make it up to floor 9, the final floor of the volcano, and it is the trap room floor where there's a bunch of traps and buttons, and we step on this button right here, which opens a door somewhere, and eventually we'll try to open that door right there, which will lead us to the chest, and we'll be able to see if it is a rare or regular chest pretty soon. The tiger slimes did take a while to slay. They have quite a bit of health, but it is a rare chest, so that's nice. And the item we will be getting from it is the mermaid boots, which provide 5 defense and 8 immunity. I do believe these are the best boots in the game, because the Cinder Clown shoes, the only ones that might be a little bit better, have the 6 defense instead of 5 defense. But honestly, defense, all it does is negate that amount of hit points from the damage you take. So say a serpent deals like 20 damage, and you wear the mermaid boots for 5 defense, you'll receive 15 damage instead of 20. And the Cinder Clowns would only be 1 additional point of damage not taken. The immunity, however, will lower the chance of receiving status effects from enemies, and although it might not seem that useful because not a lot of enemies deal status effects, later when we get to the upgraded version of the regular mines, there are some nasty enemies that deal some nasty status effects in there. So this will actually come in handy for that, because the mermaid boots with 8 additional immunity means that instead of having a 100% chance of receiving the status effect, it'll be a 20% chance of receiving the status effect, so it does protect us from that quite a bit. We made it to the forage, and we did enchant the fishing rod with the master bonus, so we get +1 fishing level from fishing now. But anyways, we have arrived back at the farm now, and we are going to go ahead and skip over cycling things such as the furnaces, the wood chipper, the coffee bean kegs, and we are going to actually harvest these winter forageables that have been grown for a couple days now. And after harvesting them, we'll be able to craft more winter seeds with them and replant them, and then we'll be doing that again in a week or whatever time it takes them to grow, so that we can start building up more winter seeds, because what will be a nice idea to try is at the end of winter, filling our field with a bunch of winter seeds for the first day of spring, which all of the seeds will die, but similar to what we did going from spring to summer with the parsnip seeds, It'll make it so that we can have things planted on the first day of spring rather than having to take a bunch of time preparing land by digging up with the hoe, then needing to water it, because the land will reset if we don't have seeds there. So this is probably the strategy we'll be going for, and will save us a lot of time on the first day of spring. But anyways, after we do this, it'll be the end of the day and the end of this video. Next time, we will open up the mysterious key golden walnut room, and we will also have our first harvest of starfruit crops ready at the island for harvesting and replanting. And with the golden walnut room comes the key challenges, which we will start completing to earn the key tokens to unlock all sorts of cool things to help us with min-maxing and perfection. If you are looking forward to all of this, please consider subscribing so you can be sure to see the videos when they come out. And also consider leaving a comment. Perhaps let me know what key challenges you are most looking forward to seeing. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.